The verdict is in. We don't know what it is yet, but it's in. And I'm getting so many texts. I had to get on the phone. I couldn't take it any longer. What do we think? I think it's guilty. Legit guilty. That's what I think. I'm calling it. Unanimous? They're passing it up to him. Clearly, I'm anxious. And they're showing Buster. Guilty. I tell you what, it's funny. We've all been sitting here, like, watching this, or some of us have, for 27 days. And you get that verdict, and you just feel sad. Like, here's one child left. His mother and his brother have been murdered. Like, what if I had lost my mom and my brother, and then my dad went to prison for killing them? Like, that's a lot. That's a lot. I watched today. Today was pretty quick. I think Buster is sad. Obviously. I don't really see a lot of emotion on Alex's face, but what would you do? There's this part of me that's like, I don't know. It's really hard. I hope they're right. And I think he's guilty, but gosh, I don't know why it always just worries me. I can't imagine that being my dad and trying to wrap my mind around that, you know. There's no benefit of today. And John, the Griffin did the closing statement, you know, and he kind of went through of like, you don't feel sad. Amos, honey, you need to put on some clothes. Well, I feel sad. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a whole family has been ruined for no reason, you know? I don't feel, it's not that I feel like sad for him. I just makes me sad. Buster's crying, and I try not to crying. I mean, his whole world has just been upended. And I've lost a brother, like, and I can't imagine losing a brother and two parents, one to murder and then one to jail. Meanwhile, I have a butt-naked 9-year-old walking through the house with a cup of water. Try to keep him off that. How can you steal millions from innocent people he has hurt for years? I don't know. I mean, obviously, I agree. I have no idea. I just makes me sad. It's not,
You can stand there or you can sit back there, whatever you prefer. Okay.
no, he's not crying. I tell you what, if I were innocent, I would be sobbing. Right? Made a motion for mistrial. No. Whew. What if he didn't do it? I know, Kathy. There's always that part right in there when you're like, but you know, I think who else could have done it? You know, who else could have done it? You show up at the house with a blue tarp the day after your dad's funeral. I mean, there is enough that you know he's guilty. I know he's guilty, but it still makes me sad. I don't know why. I just think, gosh, I wish people didn't have to be the way they're going to do. His brother, John Marvin, didn't come back. He didn't go for the verdict. He must have known. I like the statement by the prosecutor in his closing statement where he said, there are no eyewitnesses because they are dead. What do you think the final decision was made, came to that conclusion? Well, I can tell you what it was for me, is it was the timeline. The timeline, I think, was the game changer. You know, that timeline, you couldn't get past the timeline. And today, where are my notes? Today I was, where are my notes? I've been like walking around all day. I was trying to pack up for our trip and take notes at the same time. Let me look. Are they in here? No, that's not it. Oh, No. No. Let me go look upstairs. But I took some really interesting notes about the timeline. Let's see. Quick verdict was shocking. You know, I guess the quick verdict was quick because they felt really strongly that of what happened. I did watch that Netflix series. I sure did. This is called Are the Notes in the Bathroom? You can get a house tour. The heat on? Maybe it's in here. Jury took maybe 2 hours. I think it was a little longer than that. There's a cat. Meow. Well, where are my darn notes? Well, this is exciting. Now what will happen? Oh, I know where they are. They're downstairs. I'm so happy about the verdict, but I feel bad for Buster. Well, I wasn't surprised by the quick verdict. That was pretty darn quick. I thought we'd maybe hear tomorrow. I didn't know that we'd hear today. Hold on. Okay, where my notes are. I've been taking these notes. I was going to do a video at 7 to kind of go over what happened today. Here are my notes. Here are my notes. But we're going to still go through the notes because I think the notes are kind of important. Yes, honey. No, I'm not going anywhere. And, you know, this is the first time we've seen Alec in handcuffs. He did not have an insurance policy. So when you leave the courtroom, do you get to talk to anybody or anything? You just leave? Well, the judge is thanking the jury. I tell you what, being a juror ain't no joke. Are you going to do a subscriber video? Yes, I was hoping we would do one with Thomas, but he's not home from work yet. This morning, to me, the biggest thing was, so what the state did today, they kind of said, he lied about going to the kennels. He told you why. He lied because that's what addicts do. So you were listening to that and thinking, no, it didn't. Today's statements did not, to me, feel genuine. I think they didn't have much to work with, and so they were trying to work with anything. If I were them, what I would have done is I would have pulled a Casey Anthony. I would have been like, actually, he knows who killed them. He saw them. You know, they should have just made something up the last second if they wanted to be not guilty. But anyway, the timeline was huge. The timeline. So here's the timeline. So they went really, and this is, I think this was huge too. They went through this, the steps, right? He took 283 steps from 902 to 906. And they said, what was he doing with those steps? Why was he taking so many? Well, the prosecution said that wasn't very many steps. It was 269 seconds, 283 steps. That's one step a second. That's a slow walk. It's not a big deal. So then I went through and counted the steps that he took on the other times. So I counted the steps that he took from 9:56 to 10:06. And the most interesting steps to me to count were from 10 o'clock to 10:16. So in those 16 minutes, he took 580 steps, right? That, if you do it per second, the per second rate, that would be equivalent to his 200 and, am I saying this properly? The 283 steps that he said earlier, they said that wasn't a lot of steps. It would be equivalent to 1,132 steps in the time from 10 to 10:16. So he was scrambling. We know he was scrambling from 9:02 to 9:06. In 4 minutes, he walked 283 steps. And from 10:10 to 10:16, he walked 580. Do you know what was happening from 10:10 to 10:16? In those 6 minutes, or those 16 minutes, he found his wife and son. He called 911. So if you said, okay, well, from 10 to 10:16, there was 4 minutes that he wasn't walking. He drove 2 minutes. He went in the car. So cut it down to 6 minutes. It was 749 steps. And he claims he was running the whole time. 9:56 to 10:06, 231 steps. The steps are just big to me. Big. Police officer standing behind Buster. Oh, I see him. Wonder why. He may as just well come clean. I don't think people necessarily go clean. One thing the offense said today, too, they said, you know, he was really worried about his son, and they played part of this recording of Alex saying to the police officer, hey, buddy, can you get a police officer for my oldest son in Columbia? He was so concerned. He wanted a police officer to go there to him. And then the defense gets to come back on, and the defense says, if he was so concerned, why didn't he call Buster? He hadn't called him. He had called Roro 4 times, his brothers. He had called and called and called people, but he didn't call Buster. And the offense said today, Alec he lied. Did he lie, or was he just not remembering because of the evidence of trauma? No, he didn't get away with it. They said Alec wanted to get away from the police. That's why he lied, so that they could focus on looking for the real killer. And all I could think about was on the real killer is there is no other killer. Found guilty in the Berry courthouse where his family had such an impact on the legal system is remarkable. Could this really be an end to the good old boy network for the family? Yeah. Law and Crime Network on YouTube. Why the lack of emotion? Well, I saw Buster with emotions. I see. Is that Harpootlian sitting down? Yeah, no, he's standing up. He mouthed, I love you to Buster as he was getting handcuffed. I know Buster cheated. I still don't. You just watched MSNBC, and the journalist was there, and she said it was very emotional for everyone being at Moselle and helped them understand the distance between Paul and Maggie. It was a pretty far, wide distance. And I think that calling 911, I've checked them, I've done this, I've done that. I think, I just feel bad for Buster. I tell you what. I would really send him up some prayers. You know, that's just no way. You had everything, you know, happening, everything. You had education, you had family, and then, you know, what's interesting though is that Poot is like back there smiling and laughing. Well, that's odd to me. Does that mean he thought he was guilty? My husband is a public defender, not a public defender, he used to be. He's a criminal defense attorney. And I don't think I could have him defend somebody that I thought was guilty. And I know that, I mean, obviously people have the ability to do that, but not people that I'm married to necessarily need to. You would have felt worse for Buster if Alec had walked free. Huh. But also give the visual to support using 2 guns. Yeah, and then today the prosecutor, he said, you know, why would he have used 2 guns? Why would they have done that? That doesn't make sense. And you're like, I know, that's why he did it. There's more still to come. Well, there might be. And then the offense said, you know, just because you don't use your phone doesn't mean that equals the time of death. I thought that was not good. What does Thomas think of the verdict? I don't think he probably knows it. He's working late tonight. We are going on a trip tomorrow for a week. We're going to Deer Valley. I've been hosted for a blog social media trip and get to take my family with me. So he, you know, has to miss a week of his work to go with me on a work trip, which is nice. And he has a lot of work to do before we leave. So, hang on. I didn't know they had offered him a deal. The guns were probably on the buggy. Yeah. Boy, that's just sad that happened. You know, I'm not a big, trial watcher. Have I heard from Seton? Yes. Well, not since the verdict, but I will hear from her. I think a lot of times, in the Idaho case, I know darn well that guy did that. So our caregiver, Amos, is not going on the ski trip. Amos is staying home in honor, and our caregiver is keeping them. Rest in peace, Maggie and Paul. I think that timeline was just too hard. How could they both have been killed? Who would have had the motive to do it? And who would have had access to guns that were owned by their family? So I guess even at one point, if you thought maybe he didn't do it, well, he had to get the 2 guns to the people that did do it, you know? I'm watching Law and Crime Trial Network on YouTube. Buster will get no inheritance. I feel certain there will be 0 left after the financial crimes are settled with pennies on the dollar. So do we think he is a sociopath from young or turned? I don't know if sociopath is the word I would use. Hi.
Can I show you something?
What?
My cup.
Your what?
My cup. I'm really proud of it.
You want to show it to me?
Yeah.
I've seen it.
No. Didn't somebody ask what a Stanley was? Or was
No.
that on your private video?
That was on my subscriber video. You can show it to the subscribers later. She got a new cup. It's very
Which
exciting.
I'm very proud of.
You can't be proud of a cup.
Yes, you can.
No, it's a cup.
Just because you're not proud of me doesn't mean I can't be proud of you.
No, you can be proud of humans, not objects. That's like being proud of a piece of paper.
I am. Proud it was able to stand all that writing.
Nobody else would know. There were no cameras. Yeah, right.
Amos, are you proud of your Lego minifigures? You're not allowed to be proud.
Honey, I'm doing a video. Do you think Paul and Maggie got it shot because the money is gone and the drugs destroyed it all? I don't know. How fast will they file an appeal? I reckon pretty quick. I think that video of that dog's tail is what made it happen. If they didn't have that video and know he was at the kennels, honey, I don't think it would have worked. I think that video was huge. Don't y'all? I do. Phew. I tell you what. I was trying to think of anything else. Yeah, all the water at the kennels. The fella named Roger Dale, he cleaned the dog kennels that afternoon and said, oh, I left this hose a certain way. And he said there was water everywhere on the videos, and the puddles of water were not where they should have been, and the dogs were in the wrong kennels. So, like, who put the dogs in the kennels, because they were out. And let's just go with me here for a minute. If it's a random murderer, are you going to be concerned with putting the dogs back in the kennels? I thought that was pretty big. Only somebody would put the dogs in kennels if they cared about the dogs. And the calling Roro so many times before he called Buster. Why did he keep calling him? I think so too, Diana. I said that last night. I think they had an argument. I think they had an argument over dinner, and Paul and Maggie went down to the kennels, and he went down there. Though he sounded perky on that video, I don't know. He clearly didn't go down there in a rage. We'll never know. That's the thing. We'll never know. Never know. Wonder what the outcome would have been if the juror hadn't been removed this morning. I don't know. They were mad that juror got removed, I guess because maybe the juror was acting like she thought he was innocent or something. If he would have said he was at the kennels from the start, it could have created too much doubt. I think if he had said he was at the kennels to start, and said that, he wouldn't be guilty. I think we would have been like, well, he hadn't lied. He's being honest, And I was thinking today, like, okay, the sentencing is tomorrow morning. Oh, this is going to go on and on. If it's you, and your spouse and child are killed, and you go somewhere and you come back and you just pull your car up in the driveway and you see something and you get out. So if he had said, I pulled up, saw something, and called 911, he got out of the car and had to walk a long distance and ran back to the car to call 911 within 17 seconds. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. That's really fast, especially when he said he had checked them, Oh, she had told friends she thought he was guilty. The defense liked the excused juror from what I've heard. Yeah, I've heard two things. I've heard one guilty and one not guilty, so who knows? I feel he knew in the end he would be found guilty. His reaction said it to me. In a weird way, he may be at peace that it is over. Yeah, maybe so. Will you let the dog in? Maybe you will. But you know, Scott Peterson with Lacey Peterson, he's never admitted a thing. And he was like throwing away their wedding album, you know? Yeah. Sissy, let the dog in. 30 years to life on each murder charge and 5 years each for the gun charges. Yeah, he's not getting out. And he wasn't going to get out anyway because of the darn financial crimes. Thank you for all your work. Oh, well, you know, it's a good lesson in watching how our judicial system works, you know? Are you listening? Well, there's nothing really happening right now. He's guilty, and they're going to do a press conference. So what am I supposed to be listening to? Judge Newman made it clear he thought Alec was guilty. Oh, no, I don't know if I knew that. Hang on a minute. Do you know how many possible messages I have? 8,000. And I just put up today on YouTube, I have a different playlist on YouTube, and I have a playlist of every video I've done about the Murdaugh trial. I think there's 58 total. So it's not exactly a Netflix series, but it is. If you like get COVID or something and you need something to do, you could watch 58 episodes of Tales. So, just in case you're really bored and you want to do that. It's a possibility. Thanks for letting us borrow your brain through this. Oh, thank you. Well, come over and subscribe. We got more stuff coming. Who knows what? This week we have Adrian skiing, which is less dramatic and more entertaining. Yes, we do. I've got to call my husband and see if he's almost back yet. Yes, he was found guilty. Yes, he was. Guilty. No, Newman said there was enough evidence to deny motion for directed verdict. Oh. Yeah, I wonder what his brothers think, you know? Or his sister. His poor mother has dementia, right? My subscribers are worried if I got packed. No, I did not get packed. You know what I did? I tried on ski clothes. Why are they so tight and small and hot? And I can't find any freaking ski socks. Seaton will be on with the subscribers, podcaster Seaton, who was interviewed on Lime Cry today. She will either be on tonight or tomorrow. She has promised me. So you subscribers will get to see Seaton Tucker in real time. So that'll be good. I've been so thankful. You make me think about many things and push out of my bubble. Oh, you would like to hear from his family after this. I'm sorry, Michelle. But I don't think his family is going to be like, well, I'm Alec's sister. I would really like to talk about this. I mean, ski clothes shrink. Thank you, Sue. Oh, somebody's talking. A defense attorney said him on the stand sunk him. Yeah, that was bad. And I tell you what, if your attorneys say to you, don't get on the stand, then you don't get on the stand, especially knowing what was Seaton there tonight. No, she was not there for the verdict reading. She ran home to try to record a podcast. Did you see when the judge sat there and paused for a minute? Alec tried cases in that courtroom. Oh, well, that's true. Maybe a blessing that his mom has dementia. Well, that's true. But you know, you have Mallory Beach, who was murdered. How do we find Seton Tucker? So Seton has Murdoch family murders, impact of influence. Keeps telling you you have a broken link on my link I put up. Well, you need to maybe try from your computer. Make sure you have the newest version of Facebook. Don't be a clam. Open up. I like that other people like look nice, and I'm out at school picking up Amos with pink sweatpants on, red and white checkered Vans that somebody told me I looked like Big Boy from Shoney's in this t-shirt. And all the other mothers are young. Buy your ski socks when you get there. Well, no, I'm not buying any ski socks. Ski socks are like trampoline socks. I've got about 1,000 pairs. I just can never find them when I need them. I mean, who wants socks to go up to your knees? I tell you what I might buy, though. I might go buy myself some ski boots, other than I don't know much more skiing is in my future. Ski boots are my nemesis. Why do they hurt so bad? They like make your shins hurt. It's a real problem for me. You know what I ordered today, though? Mainly what I want to do is go skiing so I can buy thick clothes. I ordered a Farm Rio ski outfit. Do you know what my family is going to say when I put that on? It is pink with bananas all over it. It's one piece. And then I ordered a pair of pants that are, and I ordered a pair of pants because I couldn't decide which one I might like. I might keep both. A pink suit with bananas. And I'm not like super thin or an amazing skier. Nothing like a chubby 40-something going down in a banana suit at Deer Valley. So if you subscribed because you like the Murdoch trial, or you thought, I'm not going to subscribe, well, you might want to subscribe because Banana Girl is going to be taking on Deer Valley. All the other influencers, they look good. Their hair is coiffed. And meanwhile, I'm like, what? Hold on. Wait for me. Oh, gosh. And I hear that Deer Valley is very posh. Me not posh. Me no posh. Me more like kibosh. Do a subscriber video from the ski lodge. Evidently, there's some like glass palace, like Cinderella's house at Deer Valley. You go in there and you get a drink. They've given me some gift cards. You'll be a hit on the bunny slope. I think that's offensive. Did you tell Amos you were leaving? Yes. So I've told Amos that we are going on a ski trip and he is not going. And somebody said, why isn't he going? Well, he's 9, and if he were a typical 9-year-old and loved to ski and was willing to go to ski school, I would probably take him. But he's not, and it's going to be very cold and snowy, and he cannot put on his ski boots. In order to go skiing with me, you have to be able to put on your own ski clothes because it's a real problem for me. There's so much sweating. And I'll be sucking on a can of an oxygen. I've already started taking these pills that the doctor gave me, like diuretics or something. Great ski socks. You can get boots at Walmart. No, not snow boots. Ski boots, like that fit in the skis. Ski boots. That's a problem. LaDonna wants lots of Horace coverage. Secretly, all those young influencers want to be like you. That's so nice, but such a lie. I have a friend whose uncle owns an $8 million home in Deer Valley. Well, I'm available for drinks. Stein Erickson Sunday brunch. Oh my gosh, we are not going to Stein Erickson Sunday brunch. We might go to Stein Erickson weekday brunch, but ain't no Sunday brunch. We're on a budget. Have Mama Amos cuddle time. You rent those. Well, I rent them too, but then where is Deer Valley? Well, we go to Salt Lake City, and then it's in Park City. Please video your skiing for us. Oh, it's going to be good. There's going to be some good subscriber content out there. My 3 teenagers out there, and they're on this trip because of me. Can't you rent ski boots? Yes, I've been renting them for years, but darn it, they hurt, and I think I need my own. You just Googled my ski suit. Find some yellow. Blair! Blair? How do you pack all the clothes? In a Scout zippered bag. The video of Cash, Rogan's dog at the kennels, 4 to 6 minutes before they arrive. How do you subscribe? Ooh, you click on that comment that I just happened to pin at the bottom. You are married in Deer Valley? That's nice. Yes, my sons are going too. It is their spring break, my teenage sons. Yes, they're going. Y'all aren't getting it. It's not the boots. It's all the dressing that is required to go skiing. It's a lot to do for yourself, difficult to do for somebody else. Well, yes, that's true. They always hurt. You know, I don't think they do. My husband bought himself a pair of ski boots, and he says they don't hurt. Are you doing a subscriber video tonight? I guess I can. I was hoping my husband would come in and talk to us, but he's not. Your shins hurt because of how you move in the boot. Really? Show Blair a picture of your ski suit while we're on watching. Sissy! Blair! Come down! Lots of fresh snow. We went from the trial to skiing. This is my new favorite channel. Never seen a channel like this, right? I live in Utah and was married at Sundance, just down the street from Deer Valley. I'd offer a free place to stay. Come down here. Oh, your family home? Well, maybe next year, Amy. We're staying at Deer Valley is hosting us. There, we have a 3-bedroom condo. Ooh, I do love a consignment ski store. Let me see your phone. Because I'm going to show you my ski suit I got.
You did not get a ski suit.
I did too.
You did not.
Yes, I did. I ordered it.
Where's it from?
It's from Farm Rio.
You did not get
I did. I ordered a ski suit, a one-piece suit, and a pair of pants.
No.
Yes. I know what YOLO means, but what does JOLO mean? I don't know. I know what JOMO means, joy of missing out. When you're excited, you're missing something.
Oh my gosh.
What? Let me see.
Bro. Lord help us.
What? Do you like it?
Which one did you get?
Which one do you think I should get?
You haven't got one yet.
Oh, no, I got it.
Let me try to guess.
Okay. Let me go that. Okay, try to guess what I got. I got a pair of pants and I got a one-piece suit.
You didn't get the banana one because you're not that crazy. I think you got... No. No.
What?
I think you got the cashew one or the scarves one.
No, I didn't. I kind of wanted the toucan ones, but I didn't get those.
I love the cashew one.
Yes, the subscriber videos do
Which
pop
one
up.
did you get?
And I also try to tell y'all when I'm
Which
coming
one
on.
did you get?
Let me show you. So I got Dun, dun, dun. Those pants. Can you see them? Are they so good
You
looking?
didn't get the matching jacket?
No, I have a black jacket. I didn't get the matching shoes either.
I have a ski jacket. I want that's cheaper than that.
And then I got
You know,
this. Dun, dun,
the
dun.
jacket.
The banana ski suit.
The banana ski.
The banana ski suit. Isn't it wonderful? Look at that. I am going to be looking good in my ski suit.
That's a waste of money. That's a waste of money.
I've already gotten at least $100 out of it. You'll be able to find me. You'll be like, look, here's my mom.
Yeah.
Banana girl.
People are going to make fun of your ski work, and I'm going to be like agreeing with them. I'll be like, yeah.
Make fun of my ski work? I wondered if you wanted to get one and we could match.
No, I don't want that design. That one's, I know what I want, though. Can I show you? I actually have one that I want.
I don't think you can fit in them unless we got you a small. They're,
Why do you love me, Honor? Why do you
they're
love
too
me?
expensive to get her some. Yes, we were watching the Murdaugh trial. He was guilty. We've moved on to my work trip. Now we're talking employment issues. My banana ski suit. And I meant to try to see if they'd give me some link that I could share, but I got busy. It's a low-key ski weekend. What do you think?
I think it's cool. I want something from Tipsy Elves.
Tipsy Elves?
Yeah, it says snow. You didn't even know about that. You would have gotten something from here.
What's Tipsy Elves?
If they make snowsuits, they're so
Now
cute.
she's telling me all these things. I've fallen and I can't get up. Yeah, if there's an avalanche, they'll find me.
Like, look, I'll show you.
Oh, there he goes.
I'll show you some. Oh, is he going to jail?
They've got him in handcuffs now.
Look.
Shoo-wee, that's a long
I'll
life
show
in
you
prison.
some. So there's two.
Wait,
They have a sale too. You didn't know that?
Tipsy Elves. Oh, mine's better looking than that.
No, let me see.
That does look
That's
like
not
you,
the
though.
one. That's not the one I want. So.
Oh.
This is Pinky
He's guilty.
Obviously. I thought we already knew that.
The Wood Bunch. We could all dress. What if we all wore banana suits? I wonder if Thomas and Russell will like my banana suit. I'm not
This
gonna
is
tell
the one I want.
You just picked it out that second.
No, look. I like that one.
What is it?
It's a snowsuit.
Oh. ICU. She likes that one. Huh. She cute, all right. There he goes. So when you're guilty of murder, he could have thought earlier this morning, there's a chance that tonight I could be going home to eating a steak. Paw, Mags, Bus. We don't know what Thomas
He knew he
says.
was
He's
gonna
not
be
home back
guilty.
from work.
He didn't have anything he could say.
You think he knew he was guilty?
Yeah, he knew. Why do you think?
You know what? It's so hard for me to wrap my mind around somebody killing their own child.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you think?
He's probably had drugs.
On drugs? Oh.
I also like this. I think this is so cute. That long jacket.
Oh, that is cute.
Yeah.
Especially with those terrible
You
glasses.
can have it for.
The sentencing is tomorrow morning.
You can have it for that much money.
$850? That's out of our price range. Okay, subscribers, see you in a minuto. I wanted to watch this press conference first. Carry on, people.
Bye.
Subscribers, new subscribers, Deer Valley trip this week. You want to see if Deer Valley is really the right place for you. If you're a little bit chubby in a banana suit skiing, this is your chance.
And if you like to embarrass other people in your family.
Who embarrasses people? Me?
No, not you.
Don't-
Amos.
Don't be a clam. Open up.
Dad. Thomas Russell, not you. You don't embarrass people.
Walk like an Egyptian. No one there was to support Buster from the Murdaugh family. You know, that's a really interesting point. You're right. Like, where was John Marvin? You would think that his brothers were sitting there. They must have known he was going to be guilty with that fast verdict. Or did they think he was guilty? Or did they think it was
I
going
have
to
to
take
go
3?
pack stuff saying work. I'm gonna pack this jacket if you are gonna stay, okay?
I didn't know which coach you wanted to take.
What are my options?
They're on the dining room table. Our dining room table is good for packing and takeout. Carry on.